Linguistic diversity is now a fact all over the world. And here in Australia, when the last census was held back in 2021, they found that almost 1 in 5 households speak a language other than English at their home. So that means that bilingualism is on the rise. And one thing that we also know is that bilingualism has immense advantages. Children who come from bilingual families are said to be better academic performers. They have many advantages in terms of their communication, their confidence, their adaptability, their creativity, their reflection, their understanding of different contexts, etc. So having said that, what does it mean to come from a bilingual family and being on the autism spectrum? Does being bilingual and being autistic help? Now, interestingly, many research studies have been held in the past couple of years, and they have actually found that children who are on the autism spectrum and who are bilingual have much more advantages than autistic children who are monolingual. So autistic children are said to have a better reasoning, better understanding, thinking, production of language than their monolingual peers. And it has also been said in many studies that the severity of autism characteristics are reduced because of being bilingual. So when I reflect on this, I find that an autistic child coming or hailing from a bilingual family gets exposed to different languages which help them enrich their word bank. And as they grow up, they realize that there are different environments in which they use different languages. So probably in their household and in their family, they use one particular language. And when they're outside their household, in their shops, at workplaces, at schools, they use a different language. And that actually helps them become aware of who they're communicating with, and which eventually helps them become more aware of their environment, right? But it may also be true that it may require a lot of effort in that understanding, in the production and thinking of language for an autistic child who may also have anxiety. So we need to be mindful of that. But overall, it is said to have many, many benefits of being bilingual and being on the autism spectrum. So what are some of the ways that parents who hail from a bilingual family can support their autistic child? What I did was that I segregated the language. Once my son started understanding English, for example, which is not my mother tongue, I started introducing my mother tongue at home in varied daily activities that I was doing. So he was getting exposed to that language as well. Narrate a lot of his daily activities in my mother tongue, and when he would go back to the kindergarten or school, he would listen to a different language. So he was getting exposed to 2 different languages, and I think that helped him get a better understanding of both languages. Some other suggestions that can really help parents promote bilingualism in their autistic child is role playing or pretend playing in both languages. So you can incorporate different scenarios or introduce different characters in both languages, and that way the child will be exposed to a lot of different situations, and as well as different words that can enrich their word bank. Another suggestion is hiring multilingual professionals. Now, if you are considering having a speech therapist or an occupational therapist for your autistic child, you might like to consider if that therapist is also bilingual, because that way you're going to ensure that the therapist is going to respect your child's linguistic as well as cultural heritage. You can also develop social stories in both languages. That way your child can be exposed to different scenarios, and at the same time they will have a better understanding of what language is used in these scenarios, and it's a really good way of enhancing their language. Another thing that I did was that, for example, if he's allowed to play any games on the iPad, I would also try introducing bilingual apps, and that's another great way of learning. And if you have any advice or suggestion to share, please do so in the comments box. Hope you like this video. Until the next video, take care and see you soon. Bye.